guys, so my name is Sarah, and I just want to make a quick video of just kind of showing where I'm at in my life, in my business with Young Living, and all that stuff. I also don't plan out what I say, so just bear with me as I get it all figured out. So July 2017 was a great month for me. I have a great team underneath me. I got Alyssa Ferguson, Shelly Booth, Jessica Van Ostrom, and they got their legs going strong. I have also some other wonderful people under my team that are just close friends to me, and it's great. And my enroller is Brianne Smith, and she is just fantastic, and I love her very much, and she's been just a great support for me. Pretty sure she believes in me 85% of the time more than I believe in myself, so she's a great person to have on your team always, because she sees success. And I'm also using like a window as lighting, and it's fine. So she sees success and she believes in people, not just me, but my whole team and her other legs she's got going on. And let's get over a little bit. It's fantastic. It's a great thing. But so last month, Alyssa worked her behind off. She worked so very hard to get to Senior Star, and I'm very proud of her and excited to see the future for her. But because she worked so hard and went to Senior Star, it bumped me from Star to Senior Star, and then for about 45 minutes I was Senior Star, and then I skipped over Senior Star and went straight to Executive, which is exciting because I hear that going from Senior Star to Executive is one of the hardest parts, and so I felt very blessed and very excited, and it all happened like 2 days before July was over, so that was exciting. But here's a story that I have for you. Okay, so we're just gonna backtrack. Here's a little bit of my life. I have the worst self-confidence ever. No matter how hard I try, I put on the makeup, I find clothes that I like. People tell me all these things. I don't believe myself. I don't find myself worthy. I don't find myself beautiful. I don't find myself anything positive. I wake up every day feeling very negative about myself. And Young Living Oils have helped me very much in that process of waking up to put joy on me, to put stress away on me, to have it support me emotionally, which is crazy, and it's exciting, and I can feel the difference when I'm not taking it. I've been taking Nisha for about a month and a half now every day, and I feel a difference just emotionally. Obviously physically too, but emotionally, and it's been really great. But I find ways to, I don't find ways, but I believe that I'm always alone. People in this business, you know, have their families and their significant others and their kids and all these other people with them, and I felt like it was just me. Like, I have a team who believes in me, yes, but when I come home every day to discuss my business, it's with myself. I'm not married, I'm single, I don't have kids, and it's hard. I feel like, and I'm friends with a lot of people who have husbands and families and all this stuff, or vice versa, and it just got hard. I didn't know how to talk to them, because I'm like, use this always on your kids, because I use it on myself, you know, or have your husband use this oil when he shaves, or when all this stuff, because I hear it works for guys in this way. Like, I just didn't know. Like, I didn't experience it with a man. I don't know these things, and it got very hard and very frustrating. I kept being like, this business isn't gonna work for me because I'm alone. I don't have a family to support me, a family to discuss this with, to do this with. It's just me. And again, I get it. I have a great team. I have Brianne, who believes in me. I have Alyssa and Jessica and Shelly and Sarah Olin, all these people who just believe in me, and it's not the same. It's not the same to come home and talk to myself about it. I have to support myself financially, so I work. This whole week I've worked 11 days in a row, like, because I have to pay my own rent, and I have to get gas and pay my phone bill and all this stuff, and it got really hard just to see success and to believe that I could do it and to believe I had time. And I worked so much that I was coming home and just exhausted and just needed to just not. You know, you work with people all day long, and you come home and you just want to be with yourself or be with yourself, a book, you know, or whatever. Like, I wasn't even finding, like, okay, so obviously I don't find joy, but I wasn't even finding like entertainment in social media or YouTube or Instagram or Snapchat, because it was the same thing every day. I didn't want to deal with people. I wanted to be home alone. So that's where I'm at with this, and still struggling with this, still trying to find my joy in everything in life. Some days are worse than others, but some days are better than others. But yeah, so I hit executive, right, at the end of July, and it was crazy because Alyssa just worked so very hard on all of this. And the next day was probably one of the worst days this summer that I've had. I had it was like one thing after another. I went into work. I work at Payless Shoe Store, and I went in, and this lady came in asking for a shoe in a size 8, and I told her we don't have it in 8. We have an 8.5 if you want to try it, but we have it at other stores in an 8 if you want me to call in and put it on hold. And she just started cussing me out, telling me, well, I wear a size 8, so I expect to fit an 8. You should have shoes here, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, we sell shoes, so we obviously, like, don't have it. And it was just a rough day. Like, in that sense, you don't like being, like, belittled, you know? And so then I had Greg and Brienne come and pick me up from work because, backtrack, the night before my tire popped on my right hand side. Yes. Greg had to come pop my tire, or fix my tire, or switch it, or whatever, put on the spare, that's what it is. And the sun is now getting like crazy. Can I like put this down a little bit? Whatever. Yeah, so he had to put my tire, and then why, like, maybe if I scoot this way, well, I guess the sun is like, this is gonna have to work. The next day I went to church. I slept through my alarm, so I was late to church. And then I'm driving home, and my left tire pops, and I'm like, I don't have money. This isn't working. And I'm like really upset because I just wanted to work, so don't mind me while I fix this video. I fixed my leg. Anyways, we're gonna just deal with this. So my left tire pops, and so I have to call my parents and be like, I need to go to work. I need somebody to take me, bring me home. Like, I need help. My roommates were home, thankfully, and they got me to work late because I was on my way home to like change before going to work, and so I was just a mess. And then, sorry. And then, so the lady at work cusses me out. So Greg and Brianna kind of picked me up because we're having a business meeting for Young Living with a lady who's on Alyssa's team, and which is my team, but she's on she's one of Alyssa's legs. Sorry. Anyways, they're running a little late, which is fine. They went out party, and so I was like, oh, I'm gonna go walk around Target because I don't want to sit outside by myself. And, I go to Target, and this is like funny, but it also was just like the icing on my cake. I take off a clothes off of the shirt off a display, and I'm like, oh, this is pretty, and then I put it back, and the whole display just collapses. So now I'm sitting in Target crying because I'm just over everything. And so I'm like, what the heck? And Greg, like, let me tell you about Greg. Greg is so good at seeing when it is the enemy pissed. And so he goes, the enemy is upset because you just hit executive and he does not want you to succeed in life. And I'm just like, what? You know, like half listening to him because I'm just over my day. I want to go home. I want to go to bed. I want to just deal with nothing. And I still went to their house, and because Greg was like, you can go home if you want to. And I was like, no, I need to be here. Like, I need to stay here. But he told me, like, it's the enemy. The enemy is just upset. And I'm like, okay. But then it was a reminder that, like, I can only succeed in this business because I have the best business partner. I'm not alone. I have God by my side. And because I have God by my side and he wants me to do this and I'm obeying what he wants me to do, the enemy is pissed. So he pokes at my insecurities. He pokes at my confidence. He pokes at just living a normal life. Like he pokes at all of it. He's like, you will not succeed because God wants you to. I'm going to try to do everything I can to make sure you're not listening. And it's hard, you know, and I don't want to work at Payless forever, but it's my main income, you know, and like I want to someday to be able to provide for my parents for the 21 years that they have provided for me, and I want to pay off my roommate's debt so they can do the great work that God has planned for them. If I lower this, it's like I am. This is just gonna have to work. So just. Anyways, this is just annoying. Anyways, what if I like sit over here? I'm not moving the camera. Anyways, so yeah, my roommates believe in me so very much so, and I literally cannot tell you enough how much I appreciate them. They alone have brought me out of a very dark place in my life, and I don't think they understand how great they are. Greg and Brienne believe in me. Alyssa believes in me. I'm not alone, and I have to remember that. And this whole point of this video is that I want you to know that, like, it's hard. As you go to work, as you, like, are building your identity, doing all this stuff, it is hard. So you're like, I'm getting this amount of check every month. I'm making more at my job that I work. But do you want to work there every day? Probably not. You want to be a stay-at-home mom with your kids and be with your kids? Like, yeah, Young Living is the way to go. And on top of, these oils are helping people or supporting people emotionally, physically, like in your immune system. Like, I use it for fitness, you know, my asthma, my headaches, all this stuff. Like, you can use these oils in so many ways that it will support you like crazy. Why wouldn't you want that? On top of making a business. So it's been a tough month. Tough couple months. I've been making less than $200 through this, and just feel like I'm not seeing much success. Like, I'm hitting an executive, but not making the money I am hoping to make. And I obviously am not trying to be in this for the money, but like, I don't want to work at Payless forever. I don't want to struggle forever. I don't want to be in poverty forever, because poverty can be over if you believe. If you make God your business partner, if you have a great team that's supporting you, poverty can't be over. So I just want to share this quick video. I have faith in all of you. Even if I don't know you, I believe in all of you. I know that you can do this. Because I can. And if I can, then you can. So thanks for taking the time for watching this video. Sorry it was kind of awkward. I moved a lot with the sun and everything. But, you know, I love this community. I'm so 100% blessed to be a part of it. But yeah, so this little oily brown girl is out. Goodbye.